Greetings everyone and welcome to my review of the Billie Eilish Bad Guy 10.5-inch fashion doll fully posable diorama display from the music video series. That's a mouthful, but in any case I'm just going to open it up. No point in actually showing the unboxing process because it's a box, and yeah, we'll just jump straight into it. And here we have the doll of Billie. So honestly, I don't know what I was really expecting, but this is actually... Honestly, this is really cool. First off, obviously it's soft goods, so you've got a jumper, you've got, like, I guess kind of like cargo pants, I'm not really sure what else to call them, and then some, high top trainers, like boot type things. And honestly, the detailing is really, really good. It's really fine stitching, and obviously the pockets are actually pockets. You can put stuff in them if you, for whatever reason, want to. And of course, the actual hair is, I think it's supposed to be the nylon stuff, the fake stuff that you'd find on like a Barbie doll, but it looks pretty good. And as you can probably tell, there is a slight little ring there. It is connected directly onto the hood. I'm not going to remove that just because personally I want this look, but you are able to completely loosen the hair and make it go into any position you really want. But honestly, I think out of the box, this looks really, really good. So just to quickly have a close-up of that face, that is a really good likeness in my opinion. It's not perfect by any means, and you could definitely get better. But honestly, I mean, compared to a lot of this size figure for this price range especially, I'm perfectly happy with this. Hot Toys obviously do a way better job of stuff like this, but this isn't Hot Toys. This is just a more generic collectible figure, and I can't exactly complain about that likeness. It does look like Billie. So going over articulation, you do have a, I assume it's just a standard peg point like on most like Barbie dolls. There doesn't seem to be much movement beyond the sideways, not that I can find anyway, because everything that you just saw there is actually coming from the crunch, I think, which is actually kind of held back by the clothes. We're going on to the arms. You've got full 90, probably could go a little higher. Yeah, that's pretty realistic, I suppose, like a bit above 90, pretty good. You also have, oh, is that double elbow? Well, pretty much all the way, very good with that one. And then on the wrist, you have full rotation, and then also, it seems to be, like, I don't even know. Well, I guess I can show. Yeah, it's just a regular joint. Fair enough. No complaints on the angle or anything, because it's not trigger finger hand, obviously. But yeah. Then, as I say, there is crunch, but it's very weak. I'm not really sure, like, there's definitely a joint right in the centre there, but I'm not quite sure. Oh, there we go. I think it's just got very tight detents. You can go back. Forward seems to be hindered some way. What actually is that? Is that even... Is there actually a joint there? It's hard to tell. It feels like there's a joint there, but I can't seem to find where it is. I think it's lower, actually. Is it towards the... I think it's right there. Yeah, you can't quite tell, but I can feel it there. It's right at the back. So does that mean... No, there's just no forward on it. That's interesting. As for the legs, hindered a little bit, probably without the bottoms, it probably would go further out, but that is still, that's close to 90, better than most Spider-Man, and yeah, generally, that's pretty good for me. Good range of movement, you're going to get her in plenty of poses like that. Bend at the knee, past 90, all I can really ask for. You can get a running animation, a running pose out of that, so that's fine by me. And then at the ankle, that's forward-facing pin for rocker. Huh. That's actually... Yeah, that's just like a standard 6-inch articulation, but on a 12-inch figure. That's really good. So, overall, that is actually phenomenal. I wasn't expecting that good a posability for this figure, honestly. And, yeah. Definitely can get in plenty of poses. I'm not that happy with the fact there's no center joint, because with how baggy the clothes are, because of how Billie dresses in Bad Guy, it feels like there should be a center joint there, but I'm fine with just having waist. It's fine. Generally, you're not going to really need anything other than the arms and the legs, so it's fine. But yeah, it's a little disappointing in some ways. Going over accessories, Billie actually comes with a display stand, which is pretty basic. I like how it has the little, like, I guess logo, I suppose, for Billie Eilish. And overall, it's not the best. It's not actually a clip. It's just a, it's just a solid piece. But I believe it will work pretty well. Let me just move her arms out of the way. Pull back the jumper a little bit. And yeah, okay, cool. That doesn't work great. I don't know if there's a better way of doing this. There we go. So yeah, it's a grip. It holds. You can probably raise it or lower it to get a better position, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not too fussed with that. She stands pretty well on a flat surface, and she will just be on a shelf for most of her life, so yeah, I'm not too fond of that. But she also comes with this diorama, which is straight out of the Bad Guy music video, and I mean, it is something. It also has a reverse, which just has an image of Billie Eilish, which is fair enough. But yeah, it's an interesting little thing. It's not the easiest thing to put together because it is actually made out of the box, essentially. But yeah, it works. If I just quickly move Billie onto there. Yeah, like, as a whole package, it definitely functions well. I'm just not overly sold on it, and honestly, I'll probably display her without any of this, just on her own. And for height comparison, I have a classic Barbie wearing a custom Ben 10 jacket for whatever reason, and the Forces of Destiny Hoff layer. Now, this height difference, with these being actual people, both of them, is maybe a little much. Carrie Fisher is 1.5 meters, whereas Billie Eilish is 1.6. I can see it. I think it is actually probably fine because I think it's mostly the hair that gives her the extra height. But yeah, the height isn't perfect in my opinion, but it is reasonable. And obviously Barbie is perfect 12-inch scale, matches with like any other 12-inch scale figure. So that gives you a good comparison of heights. 10.5 inch, as I say, it's about right. I don't know. It's hard to tell really without something that is like real, true, like 12-inch scale. But yeah, still very good if you're wanting to just put her with other dolls of like a similar type. And then we have a classic style knockoff, I guess G.I. Joe or Action Man. This is an Action Man technically. And I don't think there's an actual specific line name, but it's just an Obi-Wan Kenobi 12-inch figure. And once again, I think she's a little bit tall. Just based on like 12-inch scale, I think she is a little bit too tall here. But overall, I don't think it really matters too much. She'll fit into any sort of display of 12-inch figures, I'd say, and generally you are going to be placing her on her own a lot of the time. So yeah, I don't hate this disparity, but it is a bit odd. And on that note, this is a really good figure, and I don't say that often about 12-inch scale because I'm much more a fan of 6-inch, but honestly, I'm so happy to have this. I love Billie's music just generally, and there's a lot of these 12-inch like, music video collection figures from various different artists that are all very cool, but to me, this is one of the most iconic designs you could possibly have for any artist. It looks so good on a shelf. It stands out with a full yellow, and yeah, honestly, I'm just very happy to have this. But that is going to be it for this review. If you liked it, make sure to like it, subscribe if you're new around here, ring that bell for notifications, and otherwise, I'll see you in the next video, which is probably going to be another review. It's been a while since I've done a haul, but yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!